So, pretty cool. I do like that idea. It's not going to be one of those massive FPS survival titles. It's going to be very balanced and very methodical from what we've learned so far.
Finally, even if already seen a couple times in the films, this period has only been partially explored. So being able to flesh this period out and showcase the life of survivors during this time, there's no greater honor as fans.
The story of the game, like the story of the movies, takes place in the USA. From an artistic and narrative point of view, the world building was extremely curated. Our goal was to be as realistic and coherent as possible in describing a world that carries the signs of the conflict narrated in James Cameron's saga.
Now, we're seeing some new screenshots here as well that we've not seen before. This one is new. I do like the idea of bunkers. Hopefully we can explore certain things like that. And as mentioned already, there are various factions vying for materials control of certain regions and areas. So we're going to come across a lot of human enemies. I think a lot more than we would see any type of Skynet enemy. This is not long after the bombs had fallen, and the Skynet operation isn't fully up and out there yet. You don't have the rolling machines and the big guys coming through. It's just the Terminators at this point. And searching and going against humans could definitely cause a lot of issues.
Every character, every location has something to tell, and this happens on multiple levels, considering the periods before the war, during the war, and after the war. The main inspiration definitely comes from James Cameron's movies, that we dissected in each and every part in order to fully capture their atmosphere. In particular, from the first movie we extracted the tense and suspenseful atmosphere, the sensation of being hunted down, and facing an absolutely invincible enemy. Then we've done extensive studies on its color palette, its photography, and direction.
Now that looks really cool. Just the crows waiting there and the vultures coming down to pick at the dead. And then that final Terminator that is ready to go. And as mentioned, that is unstoppable. Nothing is stopping this force. And you've basically just got to evade it. How that's going to come into building a base, not 100% sure how that will work entirely. But it could prove some real challenges. Because obviously, once that Terminator is locked on your location, you're pretty screwed. You've not really got a base to build. You've just got to move constantly. So it could be something like that, where we do have sort of roving bases.